Where you at, brother? What the world? Go, 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 go. Ah! The ball! Go, 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 Mama. I don't wanna be the one. I don't want. Oh, well, well, well. Oh, no. Are you at me on Roblox? No. What? Sasha? It's a window. Sasha? Oh. Sasha? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, you see. Oh, oh, come on. Thôi quen. Ha 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 ha. Uh, 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 mm. You know what's going on your time. You know what's going on your time. Mano, mano, mano. Ah. Mano. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh. And you know what's going on. Oh my God. Oh, come. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Let's zoom out a little bit. Do you see this here? This is called a side mirror. Not only do you have one of them, you have two of them. These side mirrors need to be properly set. I like to set my side mirrors wide. When I look into my mirror, I should barely see any of my car. That's going to greatly increase your vision. So instead of looking behind us, let's take a look in the mirror. And what can we see? That car. I'm driving along the road. I need to make a lane change. Let's look over. To the right.
No. Obviously. Oh, wait. Hey. Oh well. You hit it well, no. Wow, I hurt. Let's go, Granny, everything. Yeah, who is the guy? Oh, the guy's here. Hey, SCP, okay. What is that time? Let's see what I should watch.
What?
Operate unless you're wearing the suit.
Oh.
Once you're in place, the stage manager.
Alright. يقاقل العين أجر يو هلا
We're going to start at the very top of the iceberg, and I want to begin this discussion with the red bee glitch. One of the most mysterious figures in B-Storm Simulator, seemingly stuck under the 30B zone, with no clear intentions. The Shadow Bear is unlike any other NPC in the game.
Yo.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
Word card.
650! That's like more than halfway to a million, I feel like. Chad, is 650 halfway to a million? Can anybody in chat do maths?
Are you drinking water?
Am I close to half a mil? Chat, am I close to half a mil? I didn't go to med school. I didn't go to med. Hey! Wait, I have 44 viewers? Mom, I'm famous! Popcorn makes radiation. What's that, man?
Do you remember your rating every single ESA alarm?
I do remember
Scale
that.
of the disaster is considered the worst nuclear power plant accident in history.
No! 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 I know, boy. Oh, yeah, what hammer? Oh. Oh. Yeah. Okay, mommy. Yeah. I don't know, my camera goes here something. Wait, only one car. Oh. Okay. Okay.
I did a Greg snapping turtle in the popcorn.
What?
Rushy done. Normie.
Yes.
The resources to activate a beacon. Where's your shirt? Consider this SS.
Oh.
Bro is mental and doing all of this for 22 viewers. Bro is mental and
22.
doing all of this 22
Not
viewers.
even for the viewing. I just.
Doing
Ah!
all of this for 22 viewers.
22. I just be doing shit. Chat. 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 Chat, where did you go? Chat? Where'd you go, Chat? How am I gonna keep up the
No
count?
popcorn for supper. Guys, stop spamming. Huh. W Normie, you can do this pancake pie.
Thank you, Pancake Pie.
The mic-
I don't want bananas. I should walk in. And you die. No. Oh, yeah. It la. Oh. Go. Okay. And we are employees? Yes, we are employees. Can I fight another tornado? I don't know, so he will be mad, so. Oh no. Wait. Oh. Okay, he will be mad at us. I don't know where. He'll be mad at us. Melo, be quiet. Maxwell, be quiet. go. Cut.
Good luck. Oh, I mean, break a leg. Sorry.
Cute robot. Wait, so I can grab any of these?
You can't interact with it. It doesn't necessarily go out of its way to attack you. Whether or not this is due to its circumstances of being seemingly trapped is unknown. It merely stands with no goal in sight. It is also very possible that this is the bear that is referenced in Black Bear's dialogue. It is also very unknown. This is the bear that is referenced in Black Bear's dialogue. Possible that it merely stands within Black Bear's dialogue. These would be superhuman feats for any bear. Here's a message from 2018 where on it jokingly taunts players, possibly referencing the true power of this bear. The most likely scenario of a shadow bear return is related to another big mystery that will be covered later down the iceberg. Now I want to quickly cover an ornament which was the 1983 Memory Match Championship ornament, which is an ornament awarded by Spirit Bear upon completion of her Beesmas quest. This solidifies Spirit Bear as one of, if not the oldest bears in the game. In 2019, there was also a giant Crimball bee model in the game. You can use the Vicious and Windy Bee models as reference for how large this model was compared to a normal bee. Theories have sprung out that this actually could have been an NPC, like Riley or Bucko, which are slightly larger than your own bees. However, these images are just as equally unsettling. Here are a couple of examples that I've gathered for you. Going back to the theme in Layer 3 of familiarity, these are images that trick your imagination into seeing something in the game that you're already familiar with, but then with a completely different twist. Something as simple as the liquor bee having blood red eyes completely changes the tone of this image. What sort of feelings do you get when you see this? You're not just... Around fall of 2020, a string of records was broken, all in a single day. These were the following records set by just one time. It was an absolute necessity to boost with these. Meteors were able to collect tons, and this scaled with the amount of mythic bees in a player's hive, and of course showers. Many of you may see the mythic meteors as simply a way to get some good loot, but at one point in time, it was an absolute necessity to boost with these. Meteors were able to collect tons, and this scaled with the amount of mythic bees in a player's hive, and of course, people like Elol had hives full of them. That is to say, Onnit immediately had to do an emergency nerf regarding these meteors, and they slowly faded out of the meta. Here are some of the ones I found. The swapper was meant to be a feature that would allow players to swap slots, seen if you look deep enough. I'd like to discuss. There are many fan games that pay tribute to what Beeswarm is, and they all have their own twists and turns. However, none have come close to Beekeepers, which was able to replicate the style of play pretty well. In fact, it gained so much popularity, Onnit himself addressed the issue regarding the game. Some drama occurred between Onnit and the developers of Beekeepers, and the game ended up being taken down at one point, due to the copyright infringement. As of now, it seems to be back up again, and you can still explore the game for yourself. At one point in time, the honeybee meme had gotten so widespread that it ended up spawning a sort of cult following on Reddit. Most of these were harmless art, but they would all center around the honeybee, almost treating the bee as a transcendent entity to be worshipped. People became fanatically obsessed with the bee, spawning tons of creations and some of them quite disturbing. One of the shop bears was killable at one point in past updates. This was most likely during the time when mobs had health bars similar to players rather than the standard health bars we know today. This bear was the top bear. It was achievable by having a rogue vicious bee at mountaintop to damage or kill the bear. The bear was granted infinite health later on. These next two entities I'm going to cover existed only in the test realm. One is a quest-giving bee. It was suspended on a blue platform above the daily leaderboard, and it provided on record one of the hardest quests to exist in the game. It was known to be double the difficulty of the 2019 Bumblebee Man quest. The rewards, however, were utterly insane. Also included in the test realm was On Its Secret Field. This was the difficulty of the 2019 Bumblebee Man quest. The rewards, however, were utterly insane. Also included in the test realm was On Its Secret Field. This was located in the Honey Void. It was a square-shaped mixed field with all max-tier flowers. Looking at the patterns, it actually seems that this is one of, if not the only field with an equal amount of each flower color. Unfortunately, this field only stayed in the test realm and never made it to the actual game. As of May 2024, every amulet with tiers has a supreme version, even the latest Cog amulet. The Stickbug amulet only goes up to Diamond. The last time On It spoke of this amulet was in 2019, where he would add it after the Stickbug was to be reworked and the boards reset. Technically all battle boards have been reset, but I'm not sure about the Stickbug rework. More details on this amulet are still unknown, but we can still hope for its return in the future. The lid. One of the greatest mysteries to exist in Beast Room Simulator, and something that has become almost forgotten, rotting away in a player's memories. What started off as a serious attempt to implement a new concept into the game has slowly faded away into a metaphor. There are many different takes on the lid, some contradicting ones by On It himself. Some of these are presented as jokes, others being possibly more serious. Even on Beesmas, the lid takes on a biblical meaning, with the lid art referencing the birth of Christ. Ultimately, the lid has become On It's own lack of initiative, representing his own workflow, and how it's become temporarily stuck due to his own inaction. But this doesn't prevent the lid from being opened, eventually. Some theories have even sprung out that we've already discovered what's under the lid in the game itself. The essence of a lid is its inability to be accessed from both the inside and the outside, something that at this point in time and for the foreseeable future can never be opened. On It gave us the original comparison, this being his own inaction. I believe On It's work on the lid can make or break the game in this sense. It will reveal a true endgame. Either we go in, or something else comes out. As I mentioned earlier, there's already plenty of theories regarding what's beneath the lid. When you look directly under the platform where the lid is located, what do you see? Covered earlier in Layer 5, this entity is a prominent figure due to its location directly under the lid, and it seemingly being trapped in its spot. This is one of the entities that many predicted would come out of the lid, if something were to come out. Finally, I want to pose a question to you. If you were ever creating theories for the lid, what were those theories? I believe it may bring us some sense of nostalgia, a false sense of familiarity, and we may believe we've already witnessed what is contained within, but we truly haven't understood the gravity of what that thing is, or will be. So of course there's much more to discuss regarding the lid, but it's best to leave that to your imagination. After all, nothing stated has been proven to be fact, and it's all theoretical. There's a Beast Room Simulator sandbox game with over 1 million visits. I decided to see what it was like and I was pleasantly surprised. It is a nearly one-to-one imitation of the main game along with many other additions. At the start of the game, you get to select a hive-colored team. You are also equipped with a honey hammer, and it makes a very unique sound when collecting from fields. It even has the old team leaderboards, originally from the old test realm back when Supreme Star emulets were being tested. The only downside was the game seems to be broken, probably due to the lack of updates. It has been about 2 years since the game has been updated, and you can see many features that are in the main game that aren't included in this version of the sandbox. Beast Room Simulator was one of the 7 games that hosted the Ready Player 2 event that began on November 23rd of 2020 and ended on November to December of 2021. This was back when
Pancake.
it was only an NPC, and players inputted 7 different codes that came with different buffs to craft the strange goggles. After this, they would be able to interact with the computer and see the digital beat, which would lead them out to fields in order to solve puzzles. At the end of this event, players would be awarded how to program basic accessory to wear on their avatar. To conclude this layer, I want to discuss a long-forgotten leaderboard player who is right up there with Elol back in 2021. If you're a newer player, you may not have spotted him, and this is because he was leaderboard banned for abusing a wind shrine glitch. I don't know the exact details of this glitch, but sources I've read up on point towards some type of duplication glitch, but don't quote me on this. Arguments began to break out over how valid this ban was. Some would claim it was an honest right to ban a user from his own game. Others would defend Ty's actions, as Onnit was technically at fault for not patching this earlier. Many other players who were apparently using this similar glitch weren't leaderboard banned, and Ty seemed to be the only outlier. The truth of this may not be fully understood. However, accusations without full evidence began circling like crazy, and players such as Elol were under massive fire and suspicion, even when there was a lack of evidence presented at the table. I do think there is an important lesson to take from this. Many of these things we learn from the community are mainly through word of mouth, and you should try your best to fact check your information and limit the spread of needless drama. Returning to an earlier community controversy was the SD Mittens controversy. SD Mittens is a legendary figure to many, right up there with many others due to her impressive consistency of being a top player, as well as her many accolades. She was the first player to reach the milestone of 50 Bs, and had many personal interactions and congratulatory messages from Onnit himself. However, this would also put her in the sights of many who would want to question this reputation. Sometime in 2019, players would spot her with a possible script in one of her videos. This would lead to a barrage of accusations. Again, this was only one instance of proof, and unlike Ty, Mittens never ended up being removed from the boards. It's very possible this could have been an isolated incident, hence the lack of a ban, or favoritism from Onnit. However, this incident took place nearly 5 years ago, so nothing will be confirmed. Sometime in 2020, a new feature was added to the game that began to establish a sort of new economy in Beeswarm, with a supply and demand system, acting almost like a mini stock market. This feature was the Market Boost. The Market Boost provided different buffs at different prices, and the more purchases it had, the more expensive it would become. This would force many players to stop buying the expensive boosts and opt for cheaper options, therefore allowing the market to return to a balance. The issue, however, was the game worked in an exponential fashion. Endgame players are known to generate massive amounts of honey compared to the average player in one boost, so certain boosts would be monopolized. In addition, an influx of hackers began to inflate certain boosts to the point where no players could purchase them. The 2021 Beesmas update saw this feature removed, and the Nectar storage ended up taking its place. Onnit considered this a failed experiment. Okay, so one quick thing before we move on to this next layer. This next thing I'm about to cover wasn't included in the iceberg by Pop Minute, but it is technically related to something that I mentioned earlier in the iceberg that I skipped over. I'll talk about it more in depth at the end of the video if you're curious, but yeah. Beeswarm isn't exactly known for its horror aspect, but there are renditions and takes that are genuinely disturbing. This goes for Beeswarm Simulator.exe, where Beeswarm is turned into a horror game. When you join the game, you're armed with a flashlight as well as a gun for some reason. The map is insanely dark and your visibility is limited. It's the complete opposite to the main game, where you can basically see in all directions. There's some very cursed imagery around the map, including the Tempe Zone shop, where everything is just splattered with blood. Nearly all NPCs and gates have been redesigned, some of them really horrendously, with PNGs covering them, while others do look pretty disturbing. The game does seem to be content deleted at this current moment, so players can't visit it anymore. This is probably for the best, since the game isn't exactly what I describe as fun. Some aspects are poor, others are horrifying. Gates in Beeswarm are used to prevent players from entering zones that they're not supposed to be in. In the modern day, if you enter a zone that you haven't unlocked, the game automatically teleports you back to spawn. However, in the early stages of the game, these red barriers would straight up kill you instead. So players began to be crafty, and they'd force reset their characters to obtain a force field and then utilize this to bypass gates. Many use this strategy to get past the 30B zone and proceed to glide underneath the platform to obtain the diamond egg that was in front of the shadow bear. This was a widespread strategy until the way the gates worked were changed. During the Mutations update, a new sprout that was introduced to the game was being planted like crazy. This sprout was the debug sprout. It was black in color and provided neon berries, bitter berries, and atomic treats. Unfortunately, due to the fact it can only be planted by Onnit, its spawn rate was 0%. Ever since the Mutations update, sightings of the sprout have become extremely rare, and one being planted would symbolize Onnit taking initiative in his game once more. The spoiled jellybean is a jellybean that many don't even know existed. It is the most nefarious item, as it is the only jellybean to give a debuff, and can occur out of left field. This is an extremely rare jellybean that can essentially sabotage you mid-boost due to its beast speed debuff. One of the most memorable events for OG players was the 2018 Gummy Bear invasion, but the lore was just as dark. The entire questline was pretty much a front for you to help him expand his gummy empire and ended up taking over Beastworm. You could actually say he succeeded from a certain point of view, since white hives with gummy stars and gum droppers pretty much dominate the game's honey making meta. A return of this event could easily revive the game, but that's all up to Onnit. Another one-to-one creation of the Beastworm map was by Swag MLG Joseph, which featured Beastworm as a game that could be nuked. Thanks he had covered this in a video on July 2020, and we got to witness a post-apocalyptic version of the Beastworm map. In 2019, Beastworm partook in the 2019 Roblox Egg Hunt event, and it introduced an event-exclusive item, this being plastic eggs. Plastic eggs were blue-colored eggs scattered throughout the map which forced players to go on scavenger hunts in order to retrieve them for Brown Bear's quest. The only purpose of this item was to complete the quest, so this item is no longer something that is obtainable. During the 2019 Egg Hunt event, players witnessed a mysterious figure in the blue maze near the ticket tent. This figure could not be interacted with, nor could a player do anything to it. Players had begun to find out that this figure was not only appearing in just Beastworm, but also other Roblox games. This mysterious figure was Eggwig, who has since vanished from all servers since September 28th of 2019. This figure, along with Bumblebee Man, are some of the only figures not meant to belong in Beastworm. His visit to the game is a big mystery till this day. The Purple Potion Bear, otherwise known as the Contest Bear, was a test realm only NPC that existed in 2020 to help with the Battle of the Hive colors. It offered the players a choice to join either the red, the blue, or the white hive team. The 2020 contest was instrumental to helping Onnit balance out the Supreme Star Amulet and shape the game into what it is today. Along with Onnit's test field was a massive statue of Onnit towering over the void. The statue held the Honey Dipper with a portal hive, and in some instances had no head. The statue has since been removed. I want to discuss this last point on layer 14. Is the game dying? The complete demise of Beastworm would be insane to see, considering how active and loyal of a player base it still retains even without an update, but there are many things that begin to point to an eventual downfall. The most obvious one is Onnit's lack of motivation, which seems to be diminishing over time. Eventually, a lack of content would lead to a total lack of incentive for any player to keep playing after a certain point. At the time of this video, even the official Beastworm server has been shut down for such a long time now. There is also a lack of communication or failure to communicate properly, and paired with the other issues such as toxicity, this puts Beastworm at great risk. As of now, we can say the macro is keeping the game alive.
Heads, it is day 4 of visiting all 50 states in 50 days. We are currently in Arizona. I'm convinced that Haley and I just slept in the coolest house in this state. I am still so happy to be here. I do not want to leave. Today we embark to the great state of... Oh, I'm not telling you yet. I'll explain my plan for the day shortly, but first, Haley's morning routine. I thought it'd be fun to show you guys Haley's morning routine because it's normally me.
Yeah, let's get into it. First, I brush my teeth, and what you're seeing is literally me 5 seconds after waking up, so enjoy that. Then I do my skincare routine, my hair, and now it's time to make coffee, the best part of the morning.
And now we're here. I think it's time we address the elephant in the room. It's day 4. Ryan and Haley, why are you wearing the same outfit every day. What if I told you it's not the same outfit? If we're gonna make it to all 50 states in 50 days, we need to be efficient with our time. We can't be wasting time trying to pick out an outfit. That's why we packed 7 pairs of the exact same outfit. Both of us did it. Haley's is cuter, I'll admit it.
And not only are there 7 outfits, I also did laundry, so they're clean. Don't worry.
I could look good at butter yellow.
Yeah.
So there's that. We'll meet you outside. First of all, it's time to update our rankings for the coolest house in America. Haley and I are in alignment on this. Arizona is now number 1.
Woo!
The Desert Villa is in first place. Do you think it's because of recency bias? Like we're just putting every one that we go to at number 1?
No, I don't think it's recency bias.
True. This could very well be our coolest house in America. That's crazy. Now that that's taken care of, it's time for
The game plan.
We're standing on a sloped road. Conventional wisdom would say, Ryan and Haley, keep going, go to California. Well, guess what? I ain't conventionally wise. This ain't the gold rush. We're not going to California yet. Instead, we're actually going to be driving up to this little tiny nook that I like to call Las Vegas. That's right, we're going to Nevada. This is where my route plan starts to get risky. If you want to go to all 50 states in 50 days, you can't play it safe. You gotta take risks. I'm thinking long term. I'm also thinking of ways to have fun because we're going to Las Vegas after all. That's why I packed silly hats. I used precious cargo space to pack my favorite silly hats because we're going to Las Vegas and I want to have a good time and I like wearing silly hats. Whatever, it's a collection I like to enjoy. So why are you making a big deal about it? It's a normal thing to collect. We have a very cool Airbnb waiting for us in Las Vegas. I'll show you the listing on the way there. Let's hit the road. All right, let's go to Las Vegas. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Local coffee. Here. This road trip to Las Vegas is only 4.5 hours today. Because we drove for like 9+ hours yesterday, that feels like easy peasy. So that is so easy. We've got a few pit stops to make on the way, so it won't quite be 4.5 hours, but I'm excited. Let's do this. Quick joyride run because I need to get joyride before I leave the state of Arizona. Oh gosh. I'm sorry, excuse me. Yeah, no big deal. This is my candy. I cannot get over that this candy display is going to be here all summer. I've already seen so many pictures of you guys going to Target and getting Joyride. Look at all these Joyride runners. So cute. So wholesome. I love it. Guys, tomorrow is Joyride Day. If you want to be a part of a world record that we're trying to set, go to Target, grab a bag of Joyride, take a selfie with it, and post it to Instagram with #JoyrideHour. It's such a specific world record, but it's most photos of people holding candy uploaded to Instagram in 1 hour. The goal is 500 people. We can do this. I think we can do it. Not to mention you might find a golden ticket in your bag. You and your family vacation to one of the Airbnbs in this series. Pretty cool. I'm getting gummy busters. We couldn't listen to our audiobook yesterday because of airplane mode, so we're continuing it today.
Chapter 1 still.
Let's run it. Haley's driving now. Haley, since you're driving, I'm not going to show you pictures, but I'm just going to describe the next Airbnb to you, okay?
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
So our next Airbnb in Las Vegas is called the Presidential Suite.
No way. I'm actually really excited to see what that means because I think presidents get big rooms, you know?
That's the types of rooms presidents get.
You know, not to give this a deeper meaning, but so far all of these places let you pretend to be someone else for a day.
Maybe that's the thesis of this whole adventure.
A squirrel engineer that launches rockets, a celebrity who lives in a Frank Lloyd house,
This is just Life Simulator.
and now a president.
It looks unreal. There's marble everywhere. And you know it's gonna be fancy when the kitchen has RGB lights. Okay, so we're about about to be living lavish in Las Vegas. There's a pool table. I don't even know what this room is for, but I can't wait to sit on that couch. There's a balcony with a view of the Vegas Sphere.
Wait, what is that?
The Vegas Sphere, it's the thing that your dad said that he went to, that he saw.
Oh, yes, so I can tell him I saw it.
Yes, Haley's dad is obsessed with the Vegas Sphere.
Like, obsessed.
He's gonna be so jealous. There's also a gym.
My first run of the series.
We'll hit the treadmill together.
We can compare running forms.
It's also exciting because multiple reviews say the photos don't even do it justice. Except Skylar, she said place was exactly as seen in the photos. But I think she means that in a positive way. I think. Also, there's a rainforest cafe like a mile away from the suite, which might have to be investigated. Needless to say, tonight's looking like a movie. Next stop, Las Vegas! I think that's it right there.
The platinum.
Oh, what the heck? I don't think I'm allowed to fly here. Honestly, kind of a relief. I'll just I don't know. I'll just point at it. Whoa, drone shot. Oh, drone shot. Ew. All right, well, behind us is our home for Nevada, which also means new state unlocked. Yes. Oh, it's actually looking good. We're making progress. Not only did we unlock a new state, it's also our first state with an extreme heat warning. 106 degrees Fahrenheit. Boom. For the British people. It's not only British people that use Celsius. I love you guys in Britain. With that in mind, we're gonna get inside, we're gonna grab our things. This is our first Airbnb that has a formal check-in process. So let's go inside. So this room's pretty nice? All right.
The biggest suite you have.
The biggest suite you have. Holy moly.
If you have a dog or a pet with you, it's $150 in cleaning fee.
The house is good. No cleaning fee. Have you ever been to that Rainforest Cafe?
Years ago, yes.
Okay. All right. I think we're going to go tonight.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Oh, you know it's going to be crazy. This is the last one. All the spheres right there. Oh my gosh, look at the sphere. That's cool. Holy moly. A double door. What?
My gosh.
Oh my goodness. No way, it's huge. There's the couch I was talking about. Okay, we gotta do a tour. Guys, I think it's safe to say that it actually is better than the photos. This is the living room. Oh my goodness. Look how many places there are to sit. Look at all these guys. So many places to sit. I hope that edit worked.
I'm walking towards the kitchen. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm in a vibey Twitch stream. Also 2010 YouTube for some reason. I don't think my outfit matches the vibe of this kitchen. Any frozen pizzas? No frozen pizzas. Dang, not everyone does it like Gary. Pizza! And lasagna.
Found the pool table. Oh man, watch this. Am I goated? Am I goated? Ah.
Me and the space are in a height competition. I'm winning.
I think you're losing.
Well, it depends if you count from. Should we just take a moment to try to interpret the art?
Yeah.
It's like football.
Yeah.
I think he plays football.
Yeah. I found the couch from the listing. It's in the bedroom, actually. There's the bed right there. Yep. It's a big room. I don't know what this space is really for. Huge balcony. Look at this balcony. Oh my gosh. Look at this view, Remy. Oh, he's facing the wrong way. What are we doing here? That's the biggest parking lot I've ever seen. I can't believe we were in a bunker 2 days ago. Welcome to the bathroom. Oh. How crazy is this room? I just can't believe, I feel like these two tiles are almost not necessary, but that's what makes this presidential. Don't forget, we're in the presidential suite. This ain't no governor suite. That's the tour of the Las Vegas presidential suite. I cannot believe this place. We have a fun night ahead of us. We are gonna go do our run now. It'll be the first run we've done on a treadmill. That'll be fun.
I'm so excited to run right now.
Let's go get our run in. Boom, it's time to run again. We are in the gym of the hotel. This is very nice. This is a very nice gym. I'm running on the treadmill, so I'm not gonna time my mile this time. I think this is a good opportunity to run a few miles. And guess who joined me? Haley joined me. Getting swole. Let's do this. All right, here we go. Let's do this. I'm running. I'm running in Las Vegas. As I'm running, I just had the thought, you know what, 1 mile sounds pretty good. Then I saw that sign over there, and I thought, you're right. I do got this. I'm gonna run 2. I think I'll run 2 miles. Nice! Feels good. Boom, we did it. 2 miles each. How did yours feel?
So good.
Feels so good. I also spammed some pull-ups. Sometimes you just gotta spam pull-ups.
Guess my mile time.
What was it?
According to the treadmill, 17 minutes
Per mile.
per mile.
I couldn't be right because we ran for like the same amount of time.
Which is how long?
Mine was like 9 minutes per mile.
So you're saying,
Either way,
that was so fun.
we got it. We're gonna wash up, change our shorts, and walk to Rainforest Cafe.
Why only your shorts?
I felt weird going to Rainforest Cafe with running shoes. It's me, Ryan. I bet you didn't recognize me because we swapped silly hats. You look good with that rat on your head.
No, it's actually really hard to look good with a rat on your head.
And you're pulling it off.
I think you pulled it off better.
This home being walking distance to a Rainforest Cafe adds serious cool points for me. Going to a Rainforest Cafe is like going to a theme park, except instead of buying a ticket, you buy a burger. Do you know what you're gonna get?
I had no idea.
The menu's crazy. My friend Mitchell is obsessed with Rainforest Cafe, so I'm gonna send him pictures. He's gonna be so jealous.
He already texted and asked if I'm so excited.
Did he really?
Yes. He said, you must have butterflies right now.
This man on screen loves Rainforest Cafe. If you ever see this man at a Rainforest Cafe, run. I think it's in this building, so let's do this.
Go.
Best day ever. Oh my gosh. Can't take this down. What did I tell you about the theme park? You're telling me I just gotta buy a burger for all this? Whoa! Can I get the Amazon Rainforest burger?
And how would you like that cooked?
I'll do medium. And can I just get it plain, basically just cheese and ketchup only?
You don't want lettuce, tomato, pepperoni?
Right, great news. Our order has arrived. We got coconut shrimp, burger, quesadillas, and a keychain. A girl literally came up to us with a camera and said, would you like a complimentary photo? And I was like, yes. She takes a flash photo of us in Rainforest Cafe, brings it back, and now we have a keychain forever. This was complimentary. Rainforest Cafe, I don't know, I can't say enough good things. I can't. Needless to say, we're having a great time. Kind of forgot I was in Vegas.
Yeah, honestly, it's just a sweet oasis here.
Thought I was somewhere in South America. The rainforest, the Amazon.
Amazon, right.
You know what they say? What happens in Vegas goes on my YouTube channel. I thought of that line earlier in the day and I forgot to say it, so I thought I would say it now before it gets too late and I forget.
That's good that you got it in there. Because that is honestly a good line.
Thank you. Rainforest Cafe was a success. We will see you back at the presidential suite. Man, what time? Jammy time. I love these pajamas. When we got back to the Airbnb, I was relieved to find the Wheel of Doom sleeping like a baby. So as long as it stays like that, it's gonna be a great night. Haley and I are gonna spend some time enjoying this beautiful suite now. Well. It's been an amazing night here in Las Vegas. I cannot believe we're already on day 4 of visiting all 50 states. This is crazy. This has been a dream of mine to do with Haley for a long time. Isn't that right, Haley? But my dream for this adventure has now become raising $1 million for St. Jude. They are at the forefront of child cancer research and treatment. We've already gotten some unbelievable donations, 2 of which...
Well, where is cancer? It says cerebral below it. It's cerebral cancer. It's a spam, bro.
Activated. So shout out to Mr. Beast and Electric E-Bikes. It's that time of day to check donations. Here we go. I start breathing so heavy. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Our new donation total is... Oh Oh my gosh! $170,480 raised. Who donated? Okay. Electric e-bikes donated another $10,000. They said they would donate $10K every time I rode the bike, and I rode it today. So thank you guys so much. Rob and Levi, you guys are the best. It's gonna be hard for someone to beat Electric as top donor, but they deserve it. Also, Humphrey, $5,420.69. I'm guessing that's Humphrey Yang.
Yeah.
Humphrey, you were crazy. You were also one of the first people to make a big donation to my Penny series like 3 years ago. So thank you so much, Humphrey. You're amazing. Well, it's day 4, and we are definitely ahead of our schedule for this goal of $1 million. I can't believe it. Oh, that's so fun. If you can't donate, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. That donates a penny. Also, follow me on Instagram and follow Joyride Sweets on Instagram. If you do all those things, you can donate 3 cents. And
Oh, okay. Wiley. Wiley.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to some more Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. As you guys know, last video, we just absolutely cooked Dolly, literally. We threw her into a furnace right here, and I think she's dead now. But now, we're going back in today because we got to go in this vent and find out what happens next. Now, before we get into this, of course, if you guys want a chance to win a copy of the game, I'm doing a giveaway like 10 to 15 copies. All you need to do is simply leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, and
Got it.
Oh, what?
What do I do with this? Freaking mall bot. What do I do with this? I got a cog. Oh, I see. Love that. Oh, shoot. Okay, all right. No. Uh-oh. Oh, hello.
I wash the car. Oh. Oh, what? Oh. Oh. Yeah. I don't know. What is going on with?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay, what was it? What was it? No. Ah! What? It's never a war. What is it going? Okay. Anyway. Okay. Anyway. I should go quiet away. Look on. When? Wow. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on.
coming, stop chicken.
You know, have you ever... Because I believe at the highest rank, you get around 30 million honey, sometimes even like 40 million honey. I'm trying to get equipment, farming Commando Chick. Well, the reason why Commando Chick is so broken is because I believe at the high, get some equipment. So it's like Commando Chick, in my opinion, is like just really underrated, and it could be used a lot better if people 30 minutes trying to get equipment, farming Commando Chick. Well, the reason why Commando Chick is so broken, Commando Chick, in my opinion, yeah, it's probably one of the best things. Which doing Sprout or puff shroom parties, and I would recommend doing it with like three or four puff shroom parties, and I would recommend Discord servers and looking for anybody that's doing slight boosts. Well, pretty much what light boost. If you're mid game to end game, I would recommend transitioning over to a blue hive, and now
Whatever stage you are in the game. Hey, and that's Supreme Star Amulet for the people that don't know what it stands for, by the way. But for this hive, the bees you want will probably surprise you, as the bleached hives you guys be seeing are actually OP for early game. But let me tell you the correct bees before you get the wrong legendaries. So firstly, we have over here the Ninja Bee, as it gives you bombs, the Blue Bomb Plus, which is one of the best ways to get pollen as early game, which makes you honey and it gives some haste too. Then next is the Shy Bee, since once again it gives you bombs, plus a little red boost, which helps you quite a bit too. After that is the Music Bees, and this one is just lovely. Like, look at this. Melody gives you 100% crit power, Focus with a little 3% crit chance. Okay, I see you. And the token link on top of that, which, I mean, it's just lovely. Like, this bee is just a must. After that is really just getting the Diamond Bees, as this gives you a blue boost, which will collect more pollen from blue flowers. Shy Bee has red boost, so more from red flowers, meaning you can also flowers. Shy Bee has red boost, so more from red flowers, meaning you can also complete quests a little faster. Then after getting a bunch of those bees, and by bunch, I mean like 5 plus, depending on how much space you got in your hive, really. Like, those bees are really everything you need for your hive. But I mean, obviously, having event bees are very useful bees too, like Bomber, useful bees are very useful bees too, like Bomber Bee, and any good event bees are very useful bees too for your hive. But I mean, obviously, having event bees are very useful bees too, like Bomber Bee, and any good gifted bees you get. And remember to also keep whatever mythic you get too, like, I mean, obviously, but now that you actually got the hive down and everything is good, or even, half the hive is done but you are saving up, you want to use the HQs and the mountaintop dispenser for the boost it gives you, and just boost that, or macro to make honey from it. And also using food dice and some materials, like a minimal amount of them mostly, because if you waste everything, it won't really be worth it. You will need those materials to buy better gear / bees, or anything really. Then Mondo Chicken as well is a good source of honey enough too if you are struggling for honey. You can probably get spaced everything, it won't really be worth it. You will need those materials to buy better gear / bees, or anything really. Then Mondo Chicken as well is a good source of honey enough too if you are struggling for honey. You can probably get some people to kill it for you too if they are kind enough for you. Then, I mean, that should be good for early game as materials to buy better gear / bees, or macro to make honey from it. Also using food dice and some materials, like a minimal amount of them mostly, because if you waste everything, it won't really be worth it. You will need those materials to buy better gear / bees, or anything really. Then Mondo Chicken as well is a good source of honey enough too if you are struggling for honey. You can probably get some people to kill it for you too if they are kind enough for you. Then, I mean, that should be good for early game, as the hive will absolutely carry you, as it's literally all you need, because you get the hive here, you go into a field, and you're just good, like, you're good. And now we have mid-game, and for the hive, you want to basically just have the same hive I mentioned before, in until you get SSA. And once you get SSA, go for the Popstar passive, as you will make the most honey with blue. If you go any other passive, you will most likely not do that good and not make as much honey, because it's easiest to make honey with blue. Remember to also get these stats on your blue SSA: convert rate, pollen, blue pollen, B-ability rate, and critical chance. And if you get a double passive, you can even go for the Pop Star with Star Shower or the Guiding Star. And now for the hive. Once you do get the Pop Star passive, you really just want to add in Frosty Bees and Bubble Bees, and you want to add in as much as it takes to keep up 10x blue boost. But I mean, obviously, have the bees you would usually have in the blue hive, like, you know, Bucko, for example, Bomber Bee, stuff like that. And once you do get more honey as well, just get more mythic bees. So, you know, Buoyant Bees, Tadpole Bees, and you want to get as big of a pop star as you can, and getting more and more gifted bees too every time you actually get more honey. Try getting fuzzy bees as well to have a pollinated field, because that's really important. And now for the honey making part for this, and let's converting, and for actually look out for that. But yeah, for now, that's really
chat. Can we?
Please use extreme caution when venturing down into the tunnels.
Is that where we're going? Is this another FNAF game that's about to end in some tunnels right now? Have you killed Jackie? No. Chat, my heart's beating so fast right now. I'm dead. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. Oh my God, chat. Who is that? Who is that Tiger Claw person? I haven't read the books. Bro, this is so scary. I'm so scared right now. Like, I'm actually dead serious, bro. Oh my God, get me out of here. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. I locked in there, chat. I locked in. Roxy?
Well done, Arnie. I didn't think you could do it, but here you are. That data diver has exact permissions, and you found the blueprints. You made it the farthest, farther than I had expected.
This is it.
I can't believe it was you. Put that data diver in the inventory system. It'll go right to where it's needed.
Bro, what's about to happen?
Good work. A job well done. Head on out. It's over. I've opened the garage for you. You can just hop in your van and drive home.
What? I can just go? That's it?
You're done. Enjoy your life.
Arnold, there you are. We've been trying to get a hold of you all night.
Oh, not again!
Fazbear Entertainment has no other option but to let you go.
Oh.
I just talked to you. You told me to give you the data diver and I could go home.
So you admit it? You misplaced company property.
No, I gave it to you.
Fazbear Entertainment will hold you personally responsible for lost or stolen property. What did you expect would happen?
I did everything you told me to.
was the mimic the whole time. He's in the car, ain't he? That was not 8 hours long, bro. That was not 8 hours long. Because you got the bad ending? How many endings are there? How many endings are there? 2? Three endings? Yeah, it was only 4 a.m. So there was definitely more. Go back and don't return the data driver. Bad, good, and true.
Pose